Hello everyone, nice to meet you. I hope you are doing well. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Eka Nur Hoirala and you can call me Eka. On this video, I will tell you about my experience 3 years ago when I was in senior high school. When I was in senior high school, I had best learning process that carried out by my biology teacher in senior high school. When I was in senior high school, I studied at SMAN 4 Malang, and I choose science major that studying subject in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. When I was in senior high school, I was took biology lesson by Mrs. Ambar and Mr. Gunawan. In my opinion, Mrs. Ambar and Mr. Gunawan have implement learning model that can improve students' skill, which is skill collaborating, skill solving problem, and skill communicate. In the learning process that carried out by Mrs. Ambar and Mr. Gunawan, student not only listen or writing a notes and then memorize the subject materials, but student become active to think and communicating and looking for answer and processing a data, and then finally they are making a conclusion. The learning activities that carry out with Mr. Ambar and Mrs. Ambar and Mr. Gunawan were also directed at solving problems, and I think my teacher used to apply the PBL model or problem-based learning model. This can be seen from the stage that taken by my teacher. In the PBL or problem-based learning, there are several syntax or stage that are carried out, which is included orientation of student on the problem, and then organizing student to learn, and the syntax guiding group investigation, and syntax develop and present the work, and the last syntax is analyze and evaluate the problem solve process. There are several stage of learning that carry out by my teacher, which is Mrs. Ambar and Mr. Gunawan. That core of learning begin with showing articles or picture or video that relate to the material to be discussed on that day. And then we were asked to identify the problem in the article or picture or video. Usually, Mrs. Ambar also display concept map of the material that to be discussed on the day. This process, I think this process is integrated with first PBL syntax, which is the orientation of student on the problem. And the lesson continue with my teacher who gave us a modules which contain a material and several questions that had to be answered by us, by student in a group. My teacher also always give student opportunity to ask a question about something that maybe has not been understood, and then I think this process is integrated with a second syntax of PBL model, which is organizing student to learn. My teacher helps student to organize their knowledge using modules or worksheet. The question that was given by my teacher refers more to problem that exist in every day, which are also related to the material that discussed on the day. By asking a question based on everyday life or everyday problems, it can lead us to investigate and find a new concept to solve a problem. After giving a modules or worksheet, my teacher, Mrs. Ambar or Mr. Gunawan, guides us to discuss in a group. And usually on the discuss process, we are using as reference from scientific article or book, and we are guided to find answer to fulfill worksheet using a reference to scientific text or book or article. And I think this process is integrated with second PBL syntax, which guiding group investigation. Another syntax of PBL model can be identified from the stage that carried out with my teacher are presenting the result of the discussion and interpreting the information that has been done. Each group from the class is asked to present the result of the discussion. Present is in front of the class, and I think this process is integrated with fourth PBL syntax, which is developed and present the work. After that, the students present the result of their discussion. My teacher gave us a feedback on the result of of students discussion and answer a question that asked by the student. And then my teacher evaluates the problem solving that has been described that has been described by each group. And I think that's all that I can say. Thank you. I'm sorry if I have any mistaken of pronouns. I'm sorry. Thank you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.